Welcome everybody. Today we're going to talk about how to play the silent size in PvP. Actually, I'm playing this deck and it's working fine, and I think it's underrated. I know in the past I was like it's bad, but since the battlefield with the luminous prism, this silent size is actually very useful. So if you don't know what size do, in co-op it just monopolizes the monsters like lock, but in PvP it locks down the opponent dices. So when you merge 5 dots, for example, you're going to lock down like the silenced boss 5 enemy dices. But when you play with the luminous prism, you have a chance to cast it again, so it can potentially lock down 10 dices. Well, it doesn't have. Sometimes it double lock them. So, but double lock mean double pause. So, and for the silence dice, I recommend playing how you call it, normal growth, not random growth. You can play it, but it kind of takes too long, and you have to play summoner, or you can play with SP dice if you don't have the summoner. But summoner is better because you can get with summoner higher dots, because unlike IX10 and assassin, you want higher dots to merge. It's like random growth, random royal dice, not random growth. I mean like royal dice. So we're going to do 2 PvP matches. We're going to see how it works. So, and also you have to play 1 DPS, and I think this oh come on, why assassin? Well, let's see. Assassin, it could be interesting. This is, yeah. Because assassin is going to lower my dots number count. That's why I was like, why assassin? But I gotta take it like that. Like you see, summoner makes everything goes a little bit faster. I know with sacrifice you can go fast at the beginning, but in the late game, summoner has still the same effect. In the late game, as sacrifice won't be that effective. Bounty depends on how much your opponent merges. And one thing I forgot to mention, for silence dice, since the last buff for 1 to 7 star, the lockdown effect is for every dot count the same. The only difference is when you power it up, you gain 1 extra second. So for me right now, it's 10.5 seconds. The opponent have to wait till its dice gets free. Okay, I could merge there, but I was too slow. And also, I don't really power up the silence dice only when my battlefield is full and I have time to power them up, else I wouldn't power them up. And also, I don't do any early silence because I think it's better to build up your battlefield first and wait for the second boss. So that's why I'm talking about this deck is more for higher higher players. So many assassins, oh boy. Okay, let's dodge them. Let's try to dodge. Okay, this one I couldn't dodge. It's the 5.1. It's 4 Yeah. Nice merge. Yeah, I know it's perfect. Come on, Facebook. Another dodge. Normally, I would wait for. I would power up to the max the typhoon, but the assassin is not giving me any rest. Now I'm waiting. So this deck to play isn't that hard. It's just you need to be patient and patient and seek for the opportunity. For example, when you play against IX10 players or how you call it, solar players, you can actually make them for them harder. You know, sometimes when solar have 1 second, they are solar deactivated. That's a chance that after the second round, when not at the beginning, after the second round when it's deactivated and they have some growth they're waiting for, use it. Maybe you can lock down the how you call it, the growth, and they're waiting on it. Right now this round doesn't look that great, but let's see how it goes. Like I said, you need high crit damage to play this deck. Okay. It looks kinda better. Let's power this a little bit up. I think once the first mini boss like this now, this is a nice time. Oh, it applied. Now let's off things of his on his side is locked. And the monsters will be coming and coming and coming. I'm kind of suspicious of all these class 16 players. Lots of them are hacking. But I guess he's not one. But he got the Crystal Rift, and it's saving him a little bit time. But he's losing. I don't. Okay, maybe he can survive. Maybe he can. Or can he? Because I tried to lock him down right there. Okay, yeah. He got saved by the time. I couldn't get another lock in time, but we can get one now. Let's lock again. Let's put a lock one more time. So it's harder for him to kill the boss. Let's lock one more time. Yeah. Like I said, this deck can be very toxic. Combined with the knight, then he can kill the knight in time, and there's going to be another change. In normal battlefields, the knight will change your battlefield only once if you don't play any slow effects. Let's play one more PvP battle. I think I had once a winning streak out of 9 with this deck. I think I lost against maybe against Plasma Shield player. Yeah. And also in the beginning, if you have the choice between Summoner and Growth, sometimes I do the mistake, but choose Summoner over Growth. Because the Summoner gives you an instant summon and has the potential to give you another Growth or 2 Growths. Oh, I see, this one got hacked. We have to merge this and power this up. Come on, no, don't. Why we had to lose 1 life there? That was totally unnecessary. Now everything's just going to be a little harder, but we are going to survive it. So he's not playing any growth. This is a more toxic deck of my opponent playing. So he's trying to hack everything. Okay, I just merged it just because we don't need more hack dices on the field. It's just 1 at the moment, but yeah. Let's do something like this. You will lose 1 dice for sure. Okay, me too. So did I. No, I'm not going to merge them. I just merged too much out of there. Also, one way to counter those IX10 decks. Should I say it? Okay, you just have to have a bigger battlefield. And it's not always necessary to merge the hack dice if you do more damage. But if you don't, then it's time to merge. So right now, the monsters are actually getting more close for some reason. So I merged away. His deck is actually very annoying. Mine a little bit too, but yeah. But looks like we are on the winning side. Why I get so uneven numbers of summoners? Let's try something like that. Oh boy. And the boss went through. Nice. Let's block again. Oh boy. And game over. Like I said, that silence dice can be very toxic, as you see. And with the Luminous Prison, you can lock up many things. It's also very good against Solar decks because you know when you play against Solar decks, when you're using Assassin or Royal dice, you know sometimes they can just reactivate. But when you block the Solar dice, they can do nothing about that. I played against Flame dice. You saw I had a 4 winning streak, and when you look at my battle history, the 2 decks before were the Flame dice against the same player. Wait, it's not the same player. I thought it was the same player because I saw the R at the beginning and I saw them both playing the same deck. But now looking at it, at the trophies, I just noticed, and now in the name, I just saw the first letter. I thought it was the same player. So now you know how to play the silence deck in PvP. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching and bye.